You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads, crossing through life together. Well, if you're in America, the turkey is done and dusted. It's eaten, it's thrown out, it's in the garbage. Everything's done. Thanksgiving is done, which means if you're like half of Americans, it's now time for Christmas decorating. And if you're the other half, then you're the heathens that do it before Thanksgiving, and there's no saving you. I can't do anything about that. You don't give Thanksgiving its due, and I still appreciate you. But if you're like on the other side of the pond, like Sean, you don't. It's not even a debate. No Thanksgiving. Maybe you guys do it the right way.
I'm disgusted that some of the nice things that you guys make over there, if you throw any of it away, that's the bit that offends me more than putting your Christmas decorations up too early. So I'd let somebody put their Christmas decorations up in September over throwing away comfort food. So
That's fair.
Yeah. No, ours are up. They went up early this year. We talked about it 2 Mondays ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the timing was right for everybody to be in the fifth. But usually it doesn't go up until December. And then, it's usually the first Friday in December, the tree will go up, because then Lindsay and Logan will, spend the night sleeping under the Christmas tree.
I remembered that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was so they haven't done that yet this year because it's been too early. So I think it's what's happening this Friday coming, because I'm at work on Friday night. So
Gotcha. That's awesome. That's cool. Can't wait for you guys to do that. Or for Lindsay and him to do that. That's a cool tradition. Ours is always Thanksgiving holiday. After Thanksgiving, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we get everything out. Just because it makes sense, because everybody's off and it's a good time to do it. And Becca is, I'm not as staunch as Becca is, but Becca is very much like Thanksgiving gets its due. She's got specific Thanksgiving decorations. Literally, though, this is the earliest this has ever happened. It was Thursday night, and she was taking down Thanksgiving decorations. I was like, dang, what are you doing? She's like, I want to get a head start for tomorrow. I was like, okay, all right, you do it. So
I am too full to help. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not allowed anyways. That rolls right into what we're going to be talking about, which is how we decorate the house as a family. So
Yep.
I am allowed sometimes to take down decorations, Sean. I mean, I'll probably be told I'm putting them in the wrong spot or I'm making more of a mess, but sometimes I will help take down decorations.
It's usually my job to take them down,
Okay.
Unless it gets to the point where I haven't had the opportunity to because of work, and Lindsay's completely fed up, and she's like, "Nope, everything's down. I put them all in the boxes. You just need to put the boxes away." So, yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I was thinking about it. Last year, we really put up a lot of decorations. This is what. Okay, I just had my memory kind of came back to me from this, because I was walking around the house today, right before we got ready to podcast, and I was like, babe, this house looks amazing. I was like, there's so many decorations. This looks so good, and I had forgotten that. I don't know. We were busy. Beck just wasn't in the mood. I'm not sure, but she was like, I don't care. It's the first time ever in life. She was like, I don't care. You can put up decorations if you want. And me and the kids put up a lot of them on a Monday after school. And that's why the house looks so much better, because I didn't touch them this year. That explains it. Just hit me.
Yeah, explains a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. That's the truth. That's all that is. I'm not upset at all. So other than once you take them down, my job is to bring up the tubs. My gosh, do we have a lot of tubs? So many tubs. Wow. Like 6, I think. Maybe 7. I don't know. I've lost track.
And how big are these tubs? Are we talking in liters are, I don't know, do you
Liters.
guys
What are
talk?
you trying to
You
do?
talk
Put
guys,
me?
do you guys talk in liters?
No, we're talking gallons.
So how many gallons? How?
Uh,
Just a minute. How do you measure the capacity, the carrying capacity of a box if you don't do talk in liters?
well, I guess we would just give the cubic feet of the box. It's it's 2 by 2 by 2. Then well, it's a what for? It's a 8 foot cubic box. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what I would say. I wouldn't say that fits 10 gallons. That's a 10 gallon box.
Yeah, but that's how. Okay, my brain's broken. It broke me.
No, but in tubs we do. And now in tubs, like, and I'm not talking about tubs to take a shower in here. In tubs that we carry stuff in, it will be like that's a 48 gallon tub or something like that. So
All right, cool. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that makes me feel better. At least that you have like so. How big are these tubs roughly?
I don't really know how big the tubs are, to be honest. Like I mean,
It's specifics, Nick. If
I
you're
know.
saying there's 6 tubs, there could be 6 tiny tubs,
I mean,
or they
well,
could be
one,
six
they
really.
vary in size. Some are smaller, like 3 foot by 3 foot long by 2 foot high by 2 foot wide. I don't know. I'm giving you measurements now because I don't know the gallons of these tubs.
It's my turn to put you on the spot.
Yeah, the gallons. I'm trying to. Now I'm literally searching tubs. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm getting here. That's a third. Okay, so they're probably around like a 31 gallon tub.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that's a pretty reasonably big tub.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Oh wait, but there's some. Yeah, there's definitely some that are like this 18 gallon tub too. So they probably vary between the 18 gallon and the 30 gallon tubs. That's what I would say. Anyway, so I bring these 18 to 30 gallon tubs up. Then I set them up in the kitchen, and then in terms of decorating that doesn't involve outside lights or the tree, my job is done. That's all I do. And I don't mean that from like I ain't helping you do your stuff. No, I mean that like if I touch the stuff, she's like, "Don't touch the stuff." So, there's that.
Yeah. That's pretty similar here. Apart from I don't bring brings up. I do. I do half and half. Like the tree lives in a really big bag in the
Yep.
loft.
I like this. This is how we do ours too.
And the garage contains. I've got some lockers in the garage that have like different things in. So one of the lockers has got all the different decorations in. So there's like a shelf full of boxes for Christmas. One that's for Halloween, and then one that's like half Easter and half like birthday stuff. So we have like old happy birthday banners that we've kind of kept
I like
that can be reused and stuff if we want to in emergencies. So yeah, it's my job to bring all those things in. I assemble the tree, so I put it up and I stretch all the branches out and like untangle them all.
I call it fluffing.
And then
you fluff the
fluffing.
tree.
Yes, I didn't want to call it that because I don't want to be ever always known as the tree fluffer because that's just not a name I want to have. But yes, I am the tree fluffer. That is my job.
Me too. Me too.
And then I'll sit to one side because the tradition is that like Lindsay and the kids will put the baubles on under Lindsay's instruction, usually with no, that one doesn't go there. Yes, no, stop grouping all the smaller ones. The smaller ones need to go higher up, and it kind of goes like that. And there's a system to this. So all the generic baubles, which are like just the normal round ones with different colors, will have to go on first, and then we have special baubles that then go on afterwards. And I think one of them's nearly 100 years old.
Holy crud!
Yeah, it's kind of been passed down from like Lindsay's great grandparents through the family to us. So
does Lindsay put that one up herself? Because I ain't ever touching that. I mean, like if
if
I'm ever
no
around
one's
for
allowed
Christmas,
to touch that.
okay, I was gonna say, be like, don't give me the 100-year-old bulb.
No, but we've got things like Christmas decorations that Jaya made when she was a kid. We've got ones that Emily made when she's a kid. We've got things that represent different years. So we have one that represents COVID,
Oh, I like
which says the year that we stayed at home.
that.
So, but yeah, it's that becomes it. And then once all those are on, it's then my job to pick Logan up, and he like puts the star on the top,
Mm,
which actually
nice.
turned into a 3-man job this year because for whatever reason we couldn't get it to stay on. It kept falling off. So like Logan was putting it on at the same time as Jay was pushing it down and twisting, and I'm holding Logan all at the same time. So
That's
I
funny.
think Lindsay got a photo of that actually, which was quite funny.
Oh, that is good.
But then after that, all like the little bits that go around, I can be involved in to an extent. Like just hanging, we've got like some stockings and stuff that we hang on the cupboard fronts, bits and pieces like that. Granddad's hat, that's usually my job.
Yeah,
So
that's
um,
nice.
for those who don't understand, is we have Lindsay's granddad's ashes in an urn in the windowsill. Very nice black teardrop shaped urn, but it's like we. My mum made this little crocheted Santa hat that she once put on one of Logan's snowmen, and unfortunately the snowman perished.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I kept the hat because it's just the right size to go on the top of the teardrop. There's like a little bit of blue tack inside, and it just sits on top of the urn.
I love
So
it. I love it. I thought it was like an actual like I don't know, like some kind of like Santa hat or something like that, or his favorite. I'm loving it.
nope. So he gets dressed up. He gets dressed up for Halloween as well. So he gets a little pumpkin.
I like it. He's still in the holiday mood. So over here it's a little bit different. So the tree is actually mine. Becca loves decorating, putting stuff in rooms, swapping stuff out for Christmassy things, flags, pictures, blah blah blah, ribbons, blah blah blah, all those things. She doesn't like decorating the tree. That's not her thing. So the
Okay.
tree is all mine. Now, before we had kids, because I'm a lazy person, couldn't think of any adjectives there that would be appropriate. So,
A
because I
lazy
can be
elf.
quite lazy sometimes, I legit would keep the tree decorated. I would put a bag over the tree in the basement, decorated. And then we would I would take the tree and I would carry it upstairs, set it in the living room, pull the bag off, and ta-da, plug it in.
Ta-da!
That was it. That was the whole thing. So now, since Noah and Ariel are around and they actually like decorating, and I like decorating with them, now we do take the ornaments off. So and then we put the ornaments on every year. And I make them like when they pick up one, like I review each ornament because I am a little sentimental about my glass ornament or about my ornaments, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is the one we got here, or do you remember where we got that one, or this one is when you were born." And sometimes the kids are just like, "Give me the ornament. Let's get this done, Dad. I'm done." And I'm like, "No, no, no. We're going to do this slowly. We're going to enjoy this process, or at least I am. So that's all that matters." So, also, I love that you guys call them baubles. We call them glass balls or glass bulbs. I think that's fun.
Glass, but a bulb is what you screw into the light
Uh
fitting.
huh. I'm not saying it all makes sense, Sean. I'm just letting you know the difference. We call them glass
Uh,
balls or glass baubles. Or no, or glass bulbs. Sorry.
oh.
But I like baubles. I really do.
I didn't ever think anybody would call them any different.
I know. This yep, I hear you. We have these shocking moments all the time.
Uh,
Yeah.
but then yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the tree because I appreciate the Christmas decorations, but it takes up like what it's 6 foot, 8 foot tall, 8 foot tall. So it's it's roughly 6 foot in diameter at the bottom. So it takes up a good chunk of the corner of the living
Wow.
room. It's
I
usually
didn't
where
realize it
Rex's
was that
bed is.
thick.
Yeah, it's usually where Rex's bed is. So like Rex's bed moves to the other side of the living room and kind of takes up room there. And then there's just stuff everywhere. Yeah, and it takes away from our like the cozy aesthetics in the living room
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like it's a bit jumbled. But equally, when the lights are on the tree and stuff like that, I always look at it and think, "Ah, it's Christmas, yay!"
Yeah.
So.
No, I love it. I wouldn't want to live with it forever, but I love it for the what usually is about a month and a half that it's up. So
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we've talked about the rules and responsibilities and the roles within decorating and stuff like that, but it's like, how long do you leave them up for? Because there is a time limit with these things, and I can't remember if it's like a certain date in January that's considered to be bad luck to have them up afterwards.
oh, I've not heard of this.
Um,
That's interesting.
yeah,
So
let me look this up.
yeah, you
I'll,
look it up. So for me, it's for us, it's usually the first week or two in January, and then it comes down, whatever kind of fits within that January time frame. We do like them up through the New Year's for sure. Um, and then that's it. I also we haven't talked about outside either. Do you guys decorate outside at all?
I would like to, but we have with it being a 3-story house,
Yeah.
I need an exceptionally long ladder to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's also risky. So we tend not to. We have a sign that we put in the grass at the front, a wreath we hang on the door, but that's about as far as we go for decorating outside.
Gotcha. So we used to put lights on our roof. Well, we still do, but now they're permanent lights because, again, I like to find things to do things the most efficient, lazy way possible. And we found permanent lights, and they work really well so far. And so those are. We had a scare that they were flickering, but now I think we're back. I think I figured out the problem. Um, so those are up all year round. I'll make them Christmas and St. Patrick's Day and Easter, and I can change them to all the holidays, and we have a lot of fun with it. So there's
So
that.
going back to like where it's bad luck,
Okay.
it does look like it's a UK tradition,
Oh, okay.
but it is considered bad luck to keep the Christmas decorations up after 12th night, which is the 5th or 6th of January, depending on which tradition you follow.
Oh, crud. We're bad most of the time. We're out. We got bad luck all day, all year long, most of the years.
So it's an old folk law which says, "Oh, you get those baubles down, all the tree spirits get cranky."
Yeah.
You know,
It's an old
because
man that made
we
that probably because he got sick and tired of his neighbor's crap being out for too long. And he was like, well,
yeah,
it's bad luck. No, you're going to all be. And then he lit the house on fire because he didn't take it down in time. He's like, see, I told you. Bad luck.
yeah. So my next question then is with Christmas decorations. We have always had an artificial tree, and that's mainly because I've never figured out a hard and fast rule. I've heard lots of people try and say different things in terms of keeping them from drying out very quickly in
Mm-hmm.
the house. Um, so we've always had an artificial one. We've had ones that are like fiber optics, so we don't have as much lights. Like the fiber optics are incorporated with the branches. Um, like this year we have an artificial one with artificial snow on, which is really nice. Um, but I've never had a real one. My grandparents used to when I was a kid, and I can always remember like the carpet around underneath was just pine needles
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's what
So
I remember too. Lots of pine needles. Um, because I too had them. I had them in my house growing up. So did Becca. In fact, it was a tradition for many years for Becca to go out with her dad and pick the tree, and they would cut it down together. Like throughout like the first half of our marriage, they would do that for their tree, and now they have an artificial tree as well. So what I've been told is that you have to have like a water pan under it, which helps it like live. Uh,
okay, doke. Well, that makes
um,
sense because trees like water.
yeah, that does. Not that it's still not going to lose needles because obviously it's going to die at some point, but that helps keep it going. I was talking to you. We had a good friend of mine has a pine tree or a pine allergy. So for a long time, we just didn't do it because he would come over pretty much every Christmas / New Year's somewhere in there, and we didn't want him not to be able to come over because we had a pine tree in the house. We could now do it because he doesn't come over quite as much. But um, actually, funny story. He was at college. I met him in college, and he was a roommate of mine. And we went out. We went out to supper together with like a group of us, and we were goofing off. And right at the entrance to our to our dormitory, there was a pine tree, and we were goofing off, and he said something dumb, which he does sometimes. I never told him that. All right, don't. He'll never hear this, so it's okay. And I yanked off a needle from the tree, and I was like, stop being dumb or something like that, and I threw it at him. And I swear to goodness, Sean, I've never done this before. I never again in my life. I've never seen it before. I threw that needle like I was a ninja warrior, and that sucker stuck right in the side of his neck. Like it was just like
Wow.
boink, 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 boink. And he was like, "What did you just throw?" And I was like, "Oh, shut up! It's a pine needle. Lay off." I was like, "It's not that big of a deal." And he's like, "I'm allergic to pine." And I was like, "Yeah, sure you are." So then he took it off, and he actually didn't fuss with me anymore. He's just like he just kind of vacated the area, and then I found out like a year or two later when we became college roommates, because why not become roommate with the guy who tried to kill you? That he
Puts a
actually had to
pine needle like
go
a
and
ninja.
take an EpiPen so that he didn't go to the hospital. So fun story.
Wow. So that wasn't just like, oh, I get like a little bit of a rash and
No,
some swelling. That's my throat's going to close up and I'm
yeah,
going to die.
yeah. He was like, yeah.
so,
So
so,
there you go.
so some like some kind of Christmas ninja.
I'm a
You
Christmas
nearly
ninja.
killed a guy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. That might have been manslaughter. I might not be here, Sean. I might be in jail somewhere if that wouldn't have worked out. So, anyways,
I've never met anybody that's allergic to pine, but that's interesting. That was
yeah,
the yeah. What a way to find out somebody with an allergy to pine
yeah,
and sticking them in the neck like some
yeah.
kind
I
of
told you I had a
jungle
good
ninja.
pine story. That's my pine story.
You did. Have you ever tried to like throw a toothpick like that into like something?
I should. Maybe it's a superpower I have, Sean, that I never knew. But I've
Yeah.
never tried doing the pine needle thing again. Maybe I'll see what he's up to. Be like, hey, can I try to see if I can do that again? Do you?
Oh yeah, he'll be like, yeah, come on, I've got my EpiPen, let's go. Do it blindfolded.
Can you just pre-EpiPen yourself and then we try it? I don't know if I don't know if it works like that.
Do it at the same time.
The same time, yeah. There you go. So, and anyways, I don't even remember where. Oh, fake or real. So because of that, we do a fake tree, and because of the fact that I am worried about dealing with needles and blah 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 blah. Also, now I still wouldn't want to do a real tree. I'm very happy with doing our fake trees.
Yeah.
So,
I think the other thing that's always thrown me off as well is like the increased fire risk.
yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
fake trees they go up pretty fast. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen videos of house fires where trees have just gone. But if you've got a dried out pine tree in the corner of your living room and
Yeah.
a small electrical fire near it, it's like bye.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can you believe back in the day they used to like light candles? Like I don't even understand. Like they
what hanging on the tree?
yeah, they like clip candles to the tree and then just light them on fire. I mean, God bless
Yeah,
you. I don't even know how that like. I don't even know. But anyways,
very risk averse.
hmm
So
nobody
what
was
about
like,
okay?
"Hey, this sounds like a bad idea to have
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
open flames on a tree in our house." I don't know.
yeah.
Just thinking.
So when they're out camping, what do you use? Oh, we use dried leaves and stuff for kindling. What do you do to the tree in your house? We the you mean that dry pine in the corner at Christmas that we decorate in all the flammable substances? Yeah, we light candles on it.
Yeah, I, I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely something.
Okay. What about what about like I know this is going to like a 1980s, 1990s kind of vibe. But what about like the shiny tinsel light decorations that people used to put up that you like went from the center of the room, like drooped across the ceiling? Can you remember those?
We never did tinsel. We had garland, like the greenery type stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Like basically, it's supposed to be like pine boughs, but I don't know anybody who does. Well, I knew one person that used real pine for garland, and he was a florist, so there's that. But
Oh, yeah, it was.
but yeah, most of them. But I've never used like a tinsel based
I'm
pine.
gonna try and find a photo and show you because
Okay,
it,
that's like a tinsel garland. We don't put tinsel on the trees. I don't need to go back through that story again.
it's not tinsel. It's like a foil, but it's cut into like a shape that when you pull it out, it's like a lattice kind of shape.
Oh, I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We used to have those all over the places when I was a kid, but like it it's something that
A
hasn't
tinsel
carried
foil,
on.
iridescent tinsel foil. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I know what you speak of now.
Yeah.
No, we never had this. This wasn't our thing. Mom said we don't have garland or anything up in our house, but my mom does a lot of garland, but not this like tinsel-y stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, here
Like
I'll show this
tin
to you. This is not the best picture. Kind of looks like it could be for cleaning a pipe drain, but uh, it gets across the idea. Definitely could have chosen a
Oh
better
yeah.
picture. Is
Oh,
that the
okay.
stuff you're talking
So
about?
yeah, that's like normal tinsel.
Okay.
Does. But yeah, that like we used to wrap that around Christmas trees and stuff.
Hmm.
And that's
Yeah, I've seen that
super
before.
flammable.
Yeah.
But that's banned in our house. Lindsay hates it, so
Hmm.
we don't
Let's
have
stick in the
tinsel.
1980s. Have you ever done the popcorn thing? Do you guys ever do that over there?
Popcorn?
Loving this already. I had a feeling that you would be like, no, nobody does this. So I don't see it as much anymore. But when I would go to my grandparents, you'd take needle and thread, and you would thread popcorn on the thread, and you would make a popcorn chain, and you'd put that on the tree.
Oh, cool.
And
That
you would use
might be
cranberries
something
too.
to do with the
So
kids.
you would do like
Cranberry.
3 popcorns or like 5 popcorns and a cranberry, and then 5 popcorns and a cranberry, and then you'd eat a handful, and then you'd do it again, and then you'd
Obviously, not while it's on the needle or the thread.
no, yeah, you just in the bag that grandma had popped. That's what you would do, and then your bag would be gone, but your popcorn chain would only be like a quarter of everybody else's. It would be like, I don't know what happened. I guess I got less popcorn.
So this raccoon came through the
Yeah.
window and ate my popcorn. Um, no. That's interesting. What about like the tangerine? Wow, what's it called? Where you put clove, like you put toothpicks in and you like put cloves on it and stuff,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
and
set
you
a
hang it on a
candle on
tree and it
top.
smells super nice.
Yeah,
I've seen that. We don't do it, but I've seen that, and it is pretty awesome.
yeah. They used to make us do one every because I went to a Church of England school, and every Christmas it was like the thing to do was you made one to take home, and it had a candle like that you could push into it, and you gave it to your mum, and she was supposed to light it. But I can never remember my mum lighting it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what else is like a weird tradition for Christmas?
So this is not decorating. This is gift giving. But you had mentioned like the orange, and it's the first thing that came to my mind. Or no, but tangerine. Um, did you like? Was it ever a thing to be gifted an orange?
Um, yes,
Yeah. Okay.
because fruit was obviously seen to be a
Yes.
luxury at one point. So together,
Yes.
it was yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we give my dad gets a cabbage from the kids every year
Okay.
because his nickname used to
I was just about to ask why.
uh, yeah. Well, his nickname to all three kids was he was granddad. He was Stinky Cabbage because granddad's a stinky cabbage. That was just so
I love it.
every year he gets a cabbage like a head of cabbage wrapped, which he finds funny because it's obviously a nod to the kids when they were little kind of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
equally, he keeps it, and then the day after Christmas, like on Boxing Day, all like the leftover potatoes and stuff, he mashes them all up, chops up the cabbage, and then like mix bubble and squeak with it all.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't mind. He likes that, and it's a
Yeah.
good homage to the
Mm-hmm.
kids being young and stuff. So
That's fun. Yeah. All right. Back to decorating. Oh, I'm trying to think. What are the other things?
there's
Did
the
you guys grow up
owls.
with the hot bulbs? They were just like big Christmas tree bulbs. It was like the second. It was like a little bit more safe than candles, and they were like, guys, we've made it safer. Look it. Here's the bulbs, and then you put these.
Oh,
But
like with the
they could
filament,
melt.
like
Yeah, they could like
yeah.
literally
But
melt the plastic on the fake trees if you got them too close.
yeah, I can remember. I can also remember when they decorated the tree in the village that I grew up in. I can remember stealing one of each color from the tree.
Oh, fun! Like you just like pulled the bulb out. Is that what you did? Or
Yeah, just
yeah,
twisted it
okay,
out.
okay, yeah.
It was
Oh
an
yeah, they
Edison
were
bulb.
twisties. Those were twisties. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, so it's just an Edison screw cap. So I
Mm-hmm.
just like took it off, and it was the same fit that was in my bedroom. So like, I took them all home, and I could like screw it in and make my bedroom blue, green, or red.
I love that, Sean. That's so good.
Yeah, it didn't ruin the rest of the light. So like, I
No.
take one that was like really embedded, so it
Mm-hmm.
didn't because they were all in parallel rather than in series. So if you took
Mm-hmm.
one bulb, it didn't kill the rest.
Yeah.
So I made sure there was like it didn't ruin the tree because if I took one and all the lights went out, I'd have been like,
Oh crap.
yeah, wasn't me. I wasn't here.
That's fun.
So
Yeah, we used to. I don't know that we had those. My mom talks about those. I think those were more like a 1960s, 70s thing. So my mom talks about, and she was always
yeah,
being told not to touch the tree because it was super hot and all that
yeah. Well,
jazz.
that's the thing. I remember we had them as when I was a kid, but they were smaller. They weren't the big round ones. They'd kind of
Mm,
figured out that when they were big and round and high wattage, that they would kick in a lot of heat as well.
yeah.
Um, so they had smaller ones, and sometimes they were candle shaped, or they were reindeer shaped or snowflake shaped. Kind of like the glass on them was a bit different. But now LEDs, I absolutely love LEDs for Christmas decorations. So much safer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
we
apart
didn't.
from we're not allowed to have them flashing.
Yeah,
So
we. I went with regulars this year on the Christmas tree because we actually had to redo it. I was glad to redo it though because a friend had donated lights to us, and they were. It was really cool. It was basically like they took a strand of three lights, like blue, green, and red, and braided them together. Looked really pretty. We put them around the tree, and they kind of all popped at the same time. It's really cool. Except for sometimes I'd touch them and they would be hot. Like they would be fairly hot because you got all three of these lights like clumped together. So I was a bit nervous. So they had mostly died when we plugged the tree in because I do leave the tree lit. I take the ornaments off, but I leave the lights on the tree.
no, that's like a dance that me and Lindsay have to do. So like, because I'm taller than Lindsay, I will like the lights will be all like wrapped up, and I'll hold them really high, and she takes the end, and she kind
Mm,
of like dangles them around the tree, and I just keep feeding this cable over the top of her. So I'm
sure.
stood there with my arms up in the air, going doing some kind of weird dance, and Lindsay's like ducking underneath me, and then back and forth as she's going around the tree.
I love that. That would have been super helpful because I had to redo the lights this year, and yeah, I just would like I'd run around it once with the little spindle of lights, and then I'd put it on, and then I'd run around the tree again, and then I'd put them on, and I'd just kind of lay them at the ground, and then just keep going up and up and up. But yeah, so
Yeah. The other
okay,
thing I
here's the
like
thing:
to open is like a
LED.
big
You can get
shotgun.
them in all colors. Are you bright white or soft white?
This year, because the tree's got the snow on, we've gone bright white because it really makes the snow pop.
Gotcha.
Um, we've had blue in the past.
I do remember that.
Mm. But yeah, we're not allowed to have them flashing because one, Rex goes crazy,
Mm.
and two, it does. Lindsay's not happy with it flashing. It's too distracting in the corner. So
Yeah, I'm not a twinkly light person. I'm not a fan. Maybe if it's like a soft twinkle on the outside lights, good with it. I don't want any twinkle on the inside lights. We went
no.
soft white because it's like right next to our TV. So I
All
wanted to
right, yeah.
be able to turn the lights off and have the tree on, but not have it feel like it was like drowning out the color of the tree TV. So, and
Mm.
we did that yesterday for the first time because we just got the tree up and it was made my day. It always makes my day when all the lights go out and you just get to see the tree on for that like first time and it's like, ah, it's nice.
I haven't done that yet, actually. So,
Do you guys have? Does your kids have trees or anything, or special like little trees or anything
um,
like that?
Jaya does with her being at university,
Sure, that makes sense.
so she's living away. And Logan usually has his own tree, but has opted not to have it this year. So Lindsay's taking that with her to work and putting it up in their office. So
Gotcha. Yeah, we the kids both have their own tree, specifically because you saw our tree. We continually get some more ornaments, and it's already filled. So we really needed to purge some of the ornaments. So it was like, okay, kids, how about you have your own tree? Now, not it's not like there's no ornaments from the kid. Well, there's a lot of ornaments from the kids, but like the kids' ornaments, it's not like there's none on there. But some of them, a handful of them, they take and put on their own tree because there's just no room. And Becca wants to start a manger tree too because she has a lot of nativity scenes. A nativity scene tree would probably be the best way to say it.
Oh, fair enough.
She has a lot of nativity scene ornaments, and she wants to start doing that. So
I did see today a video of a really cool star that I would like,
mm.
and it's the Super Mario star. It sits on the top, but you can get a remote for it, and when you press the button on the remote, it does the like the superstar.
Okay, okay.
And
So
flashes.
like the invincible star type thing.
That's the word I was looking for, but couldn't bring it.
Okay.
But yeah, like the invincibility figure, and then the music that goes with it, and then it'll do that for 30 seconds, and it just goes back to normal. It just sits there all yellow and smiling.
That's neat. If I could like redo it, if I could redo their idea, I love the idea of like the Mario star. I wish it would make the noise that the sound that they make when you get a star in Super Mario World. Yeah. Yeah, like that would be like that's kind of like in my head where I feel like it should go. So, but anyways.
Oh yeah. Have you got any like ornaments that you've ever had to sneak onto the tree?
No. But see, we just have one family tree. Like I don't know, it would have to be a pretty. Yeah, I can't think of any ornament. I mean, if you get an ornament and it's a hobby you love, like there are a bunch of Minecraft ornaments on there. We have Little Mermaid for Becca. We have cat ornaments on our tree. I mean, it's just everybody's hobbies and loves and what they like, and it's all smushed onto a tree. Like,
Yeah,
it's
ours
everything.
is similar to that. We've like there's Logan has Mario holding a mushroom. Emily picked the the Chinese lucky cat.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, we have that on the tree. There is a red car carrying a Christmas tree for some bizarre reason. I don't fully understand that. I snuck Deadpool on with a sign saying "suck it."
I think that's pretty funny.
And then we have Harry Potter ones. So there's a 9 3/4 one.
Oh, fun.
There was a load of Disney princess ones at one time, but Jay outgrew those apparently. So, but yeah, a little bit of everything and a little bit of everyone.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what ours is too. I would say at some point we're gonna have to start picking and choosing ornaments, but I don't particularly think that's true. I think by the time we get to a point to where we would need to do that, I think that I'm sorry, I'm getting a call here that I'm trying to figure out why they're calling me. So, and
it's quite. I'm trying not to sneeze because nobody needs to hear that.
holy crud! My kids have a snow day tomorrow.
Fair enough.
I was wondering, like, I didn't think it would be a snow day though, but I thought it might be a 2-hour delay. But they don't normally do 2-hour delays here that much. But wow, I did not see a snow day coming. They had like a day and a half to clear the roads. I thought we'd be a-okay. Anyway, sorry. Real-time parenting right there is what just happened. Actually, as I go through my head right now of like, okay, well, is Becca going to have school? Because if Becca has school, then I got to watch the kids, and I have a meeting, and so I was going to, hey!
And here is, ladies and gentlemen, listening to us while we're in dad life. This is the kind of stuff you figure out as a parent. It instantly goes from.
There's excited running upstairs, so I feel like the word has been broken to the crowd.
I hope Becca has the day and they can do a really nice, fun thing together. And like you can get the meetings out and over of and come home and play in the snow.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I never saw that coming. Because actually we were talking about it at church, and I said no. I was like the snow was over. I mean, there's like another inch drop today, but that's about it. And I was like, they had all day. They've got all day and all night to clear the roads. It'll be fine. Wrong, I am. So there we go.
Cool.
Anyways, I don't remember what we were talking about before I got that phone call. This will
Me
really
neither,
make
but I
this will
think
really make Dwayne laugh. By the way, like when he hears this is real time, real time. Because
yeah, because he'll have got the similar call at
yeah,
the
y'all got
same
similar
time.
call. We go to the same school. Our kids go to the same school. So
Yeah.
yeah,
He was like, "You didn't record this on a Wednesday."
yeah, right. Liar.
Yeah. Oh dear, my pants are on fire. Quick.
Anyways, what were we talking about,
Yeah.
Sean? I don't remember. Do you?
Okay, it's gone out of my head as well.
Okay, there we go. That's great.
Um, to be fair, I'm kind of at a. There is nothing else really Christmas decorations wise that I can add to it other than.
You know what I thought you were going to say? I thought you were going to say, to be fair, my cold medicine is kicking in. So
Oh no,
I really,
no, that's
I really can't concentrate anymore.
that's disappearing. My eyes are starting to hurt more and more. So
Aw.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can tell. Like underneath here is getting really puffy again. So
Yeah, I do.
sinuses.
All right. Yeah, I don't have much to add. We're at 40 minutes, and I now have to go and strategize with my wife. So,
Yeah, I was
so
going to
there
say
you go. And Sean needs to go to bed.
Yeah, I do. I have work in the morning.
So send us out,
I'm at
Sean.
work. I got to go to work, and I am feeling like this. It's going to be so much fun. 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope everybody had a very nice Thanksgiving. I hope it was very enjoyable, and you got to spend it with all your loved ones. And I do hope that your homes look fantastic for Christmas, and you do have the best festive time ever. And until next week, we shall see you later.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning into Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.